In today's show, billionaire venture capitalist Tim Draper says Bitcoin and crypto are immune to runaway spending and rampant money printing. That's right, Bitcoin and crypto are poised to speed up globalization and the decentralization of industries, making them immune to questionable government economic policies, according to tech venture capitalist and Bitcoin bull Tim Draper. He recently shared in an interview, when Bitcoin came along, all of a sudden we had a currency that we can use globally and one we could have faith in, even if a government, for instance, printed $13 trillion. We can still have a currency that would not dilute. And if you're not familiar with Tim Draper, earlier this year, he doubled down on his $250,000 Bitcoin price prediction. And he jokingly said, if Bitcoin does not hit $250,000 by early 2023, I'll eat a raw egg. That's right. And he shares, that's my prediction. I'm sticking with it. I'm very confident that it's going to happen. That's happening. It's kind of funny. I'll be breaking this down for you in today's show. Also in today's episode, the craziest chart in crypto shows that billions of dollars are set to pour into Bitcoin, according to a top crypto analyst. That's right. He says a rapid expansion of one of the largest digital assets by market cap is a remarkably bullish sign for Bitcoin. We're talking about Phil, who recently shared with his 48,000 Twitter followers, this has to be the craziest chart in crypto right now. The positive correlation of Tether expansion, Bitcoin appreciation in 2019 was quite something. In 2020, Tether has expanded from 4.1 billion to 15 billion. 15. I'll be breaking this down for you in today's show. Also, breaking news, yesterday Square announced it has purchased $50 million in Bitcoin. That's right, Jack Dorsey just tweeted, more important than Square, investing 50 mil into Bitcoin is sharing how he did it so that others can do the same. And as you can see from this update from Plan B of the infamous stock to flow model, Bitcoin just smashed $11,000. The final countdown begins, rocket ship to the moon. As you can see, Bitcoin is up 4.5% for the day, now trading above 11,000. Ethereum is up 6%, trading at $360. Chainlink is up a whopping 15%. Trading back above $10. As you can see, the market is bullish once again. But where's the Bitcoin price likely to go from here? Find out all this, plus so much more, in today's show. Here at Crypto News Alerts, I drop a brand new episode every single day, so be sure to smash that subscribe button. That's right, and turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, just like this. And before I kick off today's show, if interested in tapping into OPM, leveraging other people's money to grow your wealth and crypto portfolio, then smash that link right below the video in the description. All right, welcome back to another episode of Crypto News Alerts. I'm your host, JV. Let's kick it off by diving into today's top story of the day. Billionaire venture capitalist Tim Draper says Bitcoin and crypto are immune to runaway spending and rampant money printing. That's right, Bitcoin and crypto are poised to speed up globalization and the decentralization of industries, making them immune to questionable government economic policies, according to tech venture capitalist and Bitcoin bull Tim Draper. Now Draper says Bitcoin is about to change everything from real estate to banking. He's quoted saying, when Bitcoin came along, all of a sudden we had a currency that we can use globally and one we could have faith in, even if a government, for instance, printed $13 trillion. Wink, wink. We could still have a currency that would not dilute. And that was the beginning of something that I think is going to be a major change in the world. And I think the world is going to go through an anthropological leap, because we realize we used to be tribal, and that was sort of the way of being secure. We'd say, okay, this is the border, don't cross this border, and our people will be safe. Well, now we realize that the borders are becoming more and more meaningless, and the decentralized world becomes more important, and it will be everything from banking to insurance to real estate to governance that are going to change and become decentralized around the world, and that's going to make us global, completely global. He goes on to share, those barriers are bad for us, but they're also really just kind of the roar of the dying lion as we move to this new world, and it's very exciting. And then if you break down crypto, it starts with Bitcoin, and it starts with a currency and a blockchain and a smart contract, and then it moves to DeFi, decentralized finance, where all the things that are happening with dollars today can now start to happen with crypto. And from there, I think you move to the e-commerce world, where the open node and others like it can bring to it so that the merchants can tap Bitcoin. I think that those are the three stages stages, and once those stages are done and it's easy to use and the world opens up, we're going to have a truly crypto, decentralized, open world. So there you have it. To watch this exclusive interview with Tim Draper, check out the show notes below the video in the description. And now let's discuss his bullish price predictions. Earlier this year, Tim Draper doubled down on his $250,000 Bitcoin price prediction and jokingly said if Bitcoin doesn't cross $250,000 by early 2023, he'll eat a raw egg. And before I break this down, let's first take a look at the overall crypto market. It's good to see the king of all crypto back in the green and pumping along with the entire crypto market. We have Bitcoin now up 4%, trading above that critical $11,000 resistance. Hopefully this flips into a strong support here in the short term. We have Ethereum up a whopping 5%, trading at $358. We have Chainlink up 15%, trading above $10. Once again, we have Cardano up 5%, trading just below 10 cents. We have BNB up 4%, XRP up 3%. So as you can see, all the major cryptos are back in the green. Now, why is the market pumping right now? I think one of the major bullish scenarios I'll be breaking down in further detail was Jack Dorsey of Square announcing that he purchased $50 million worth of Bitcoin. All right, now let's talk about Tim Draper and his bullish price prediction. Back in 2018, Tim Draper made a bold public call that the price of Bitcoin would reach $250,000 by the end of 2022 or early 2023. And then a few months back, he said, that's my prediction. I'm sticking with it, and I'm very confident that it's going to happen. That's happening. It's kind of funny. He cites a couple major reasons that might drive that kind of price action. Draper believes that the U.S. government's massive stimulus package will debase the value of the dollar and send people to crypto. He also expects that Bitcoin will see massive commercial adoption around the world within this time frame. He goes on the record sharing, all of a sudden, the retailers say, oh, you mean I don't have to pay 2.5% to 4% to the banks every time somebody swipes a credit card? And he makes a great point. Who in their right mind is going to want to pay 2.5% to 4% charges just to swipe a card when we can use crypto and cut out the middleman? You feel me? Draper says a company called OpenNode, in which he invested $1.25 million into, can make it happen. OpenNode is a building Bitcoin payment gateway on the Lightning Network, known for extremely fast Bitcoin transaction settlements. So let me know your thoughts surrounding his bullish price prediction, doubling down on his prediction, saying that the Bitcoin price will reach $250,000 by early 2023. Do you agree or disagree with billionaire Tim Draper? Drop me a comment right down below. All right, and now for our next story of the day. The craziest chart in crypto shows billions of dollars are set to pour into the king of all crypto. That's right, a leading crypto analyst says the rapid expansion of one of the largest digital assets by market cap is a remarkably bullish sign for Bitcoin. The highly cited pseudonymous analyst, known in the industry as Phil, says the $10.9 billion rise of Tether, USDT, in 2020 suggests traders are storing their capital in the dollar-pegged stablecoin as they prepare to buy BTC. That's right, the analyst notes USDT extension, which has been on the rise since the coronavirus-related market crash back in March, has historically preceded Bitcoin price increases, and Tether has expanded massively in the past month alone. Checking out his tweet right here. This has to be the craziest chart in crypto right now. The positive correlation of Tether expansion, Bitcoin appreciation in 2019 was quite something. In 2020, Tether has expanded from 4.1 billion to 15 billion. 15 billion. As you can see right here in this graph, Tether in the green and Bitcoin USD in the blue. And in this tweet storm, he also shared, specifically since the Rona dumped to 4K, there has been constant pumping of the old Tether. Just like in 2019, the expansion has preceded price. I've exaggerated the correlation below for effect. And then he went on right here. Since 30th of August, USDT expansion has been 5 billion. That's a 50% increase. 50. That 50% is greater than the entire USDT cap that took Bitcoin to 14,000 last time, and price retracted since by 10%. I don't subscribe to Tether conspiracies, but I do subscribe to supply and demand. And he continues right here. There is little to suggest that constant expansion is for much other than to deploy into crypto, either directly to acquire funds or to provide long-side liquidity to make use of the attractive funding rates. The dollar is weak, so I don't buy into that being why either. Ultimately, Phil is saying that Tether gives the market firepower to improve, assuming the overall global market doesn't collapse. He says Tether's expansion is bullish, though it is perhaps not time to run just yet. And in his most recent Bitcoin market update, however, Phil says Bitcoin's likely to see a solid price move within a week, predicting a possible rise to at least $11,500. And lo and behold, we just crossed $11,000 as of of this morning. He goes on to share, we remain cautiously bullish on Bitcoin, haven't seen signs of resilience at the 10,000 level for the first time since 2019, and arguably it is now stronger now than then. And when we saw that level eventually give away, a strong move is in the works, and it is likely to occur within the next 7 days. And lo and behold, and ironic enough, now 4 days later, Bitcoin just crossed 11,000 and is heading towards 11,500. All right, and before I break down today's breaking news regarding Square purchasing 50 million in Bitcoin and what this means for the crypto market, let's first take a look at the overall crypto market cap, sitting at 349 billion with 99 billion in volume in the past 24 hours. Bitcoin dominance is 58.4%. And now checking out the top gainers within the top 100. We have Yearn.finance up a whopping 43%, now trading at 19,000. Uniswap up 29%, trading at $3.48. SushiSwap up 28%, trading at 84 cents. UMA up 26%, trading at $7.58. Below that, we have Avalanche up 20%, trading above $4. And Band Protocol up 19%, trading at $6.24. And now checking out the biggest losers within the top 100 in the past 24 hours, we have Hyperon down about 10%, trading just below 18 cents. Puma Pay down 2.6%, trading at 0.0003. Then below that, we have stablecoins, as most of the entire crypto market is currently in the green. So out of this list of the biggest gainers and losers for the day, which altcoins in particular are you most bullish on? Drop me a comment right down below. And now checking out the BitMEX margins, we can see the bulls are back in control, leading with 110 million in superiority in the last 24 hours, with longs leading by a whopping 55% versus 45% shorts. Are you currently bullish or bearish on the king of all crypto? Holla at your boy. And now checking out one of my favorite indicators is the Crypto Greed and Fear Index. Shows we're currently rated a 48 neutral. Yesterday was a 46 in fear, last week a 41 in fear, and last month a 38 in fear. And if you're not familiar with the Crypto Greed and Fear Index, extreme fear can be a sign investors are too worried. That can be a great buying opportunity, aka BTFD, buy that freaking dip. And when investors are getting too greedy, that means the market is due for correction. All right, and before I break down our final breaking story of the day, discussing the Square app purchasing 50 million in Bitcoin, first I want to encourage you to smash that show more button right below this video in the description for a detailed analysis of what's going on in the market. This goes for all 550 videos right here on my YouTube channel. Also have some very helpful resources for you to plug into, including the blog to my podcast, which could be found at cryptonewsyes.com. Also be sure to smash that subscribe button right below this video, or if you're listening or tuning in on a different platform outside of YouTube, then the direct YouTube link is cryptonewsalerts.net. You can also find us on all the major podcasting platforms, from Spotify, the home of the Joe Rogan Experience, to Apple's iTunes, to Stitcher Radio and Google Play. You can also follow us on Twitter to receive daily crypto news alerts. My Twitter handle is cryptonewsyes. And for those of you active on Facebook, I do have a private crypto Facebook group. To join it, simply click this link, request to join. I'll be sure to plug you in. And for those of you active on Telegram, as I am, I do have a private crypto Telegram chat. To join it, click this link. You'll automatically be added, and I'm looking forward to connecting with you personally on the inside. All right, now for our breaking story of the day. Yesterday, Square announced it has purchased 50 million in Bitcoin, and Square believes crypto is an instrument of economic empowerment and provides a way to participate in a global monetary system, which aligns with the company's purpose, in which this was tweeted by Square. That's right, Square has open source documentation to articulate the process behind the execution of its purchase as others consider similar strategies. And it shares all of these details as well as the full press release, which I'll include in the show notes below the video in the description. And Jack tweeted regarding it, more important than Square investing 50 million into Bitcoin is sharing how we did it so that others can do the same. Touche. Thank you, Jack. And Jack also tweeted, and far more important than that is us investing directly into open source development with Square Crypto, opening access to patents with COPA, openpatent.org, and making Bitcoin more accessible and useful to millions of people with Cash App. And check it out. When Bitcoin just dipped just recently, where did I go to buy some Bitcoin? I used the Cash App because it's so simple to buy Bitcoin. All I have to do is click one button. If you have a balance in your Cash App, you can convert that from USD to Bitcoin within a second. It's that simple to use. So personally, I'm a big fan of the Square app for purchasing Bitcoin in particular. And checking out some of the responses from fellow influencers in the industry, Tyler Winklevoss, owner of the Gemini Exchange, wrote, "First, it was Michael Saylor and publicly traded MicroStrategy buying 425 million of Bitcoin. Today, it's Jack and Square buying 50 million of Bitcoin. Tomorrow, it'll be another visionary leader and another and another. The tsunami is coming," and his brother echoed that sentiment. Bitcoin is on the way to becoming a corporate treasury asset. Michael Saylor and Jack are leading the charge. Soon, many other companies will follow, and eventually, central banks. This is just the beginning. And now let's check out the biggest Bitcoin troll in history. We got Peter Schiff. Anytime there's good news surrounding Bitcoin, he comes out and trolls. That's just what he does. He wrote, "Bitcoin spiked 4% on the news that Square invested 50 million, 1% of their total assets into Bitcoin, but that buying has already taken place. Speculators are betting the announcement will attract new buyers. The real news is Square's buying failed to push Bitcoin above its 2019 high." And then checking out some of the responses, and gold has gone down since Buffett's bearish announcement. Facts. And Peter Schiff responded, "Gold is a far larger market. Aren't you curious who sold all the Bitcoin Square bought?" And Willy Woo chimed in here. Shout out to Willy Woo. "It's coming off the speculative stockpile sitting on exchanges. Truth be told, the Square buy is tiny. Much more is being scooped up by unannounced investors." So there you have it. And Willy Woo actually included this right here. "When coins on spot exchanges drop, it's a sign that new buyers are coming in to scoop coins off the markets and moving them into cold storage, aka HODL. Hold on for dear life. We're now seeing new hodlers right now, very macro bullish." And he included this chart which shows Bitcoins on US spot exchanges Gemini, Kraken, and Coinbase, as you can see, at an all-time high. And he also points out it's even more exaggerated with global exchanges, as we can see right here in this graph. And checking out this reply to Peter Schiff from Zach, he wrote, "Gold sucks. You can't instantly liquidate it. You can't instantly verify its authenticity. You can't send it around the world in minutes. You have to trust other third parties when transacting. It's costly to store. It's expensive to transport, etc., etc., etc." I couldn't agree more. I believe that Bitcoin is a better version of gold than gold itself, hence why it's gold 2.0. All right, now let's check out the latest tweet from Plan B of the Stock to Flow. He wrote, "Bitcoin 11,000, final countdown, rocket ship to the moon." And he included this graph which shows we are on track to reach a $100,000 Bitcoin price, as the Stock to Flow suggests, by the end of next year. Stock to Flow also predicts a $288,000 Bitcoin price medium average by the end of 2024. Let me know if you agree or disagree with the Stock to Flow model, and checking out some of the responses right here. Rationale Aussie wrote, "God, I hope you're right with the Stock to Flow model. Would be incredible that all your followers get 20x gains." Hallelujah. You're telling no lies there. Wouldn't that be fantastic for your portfolio to 20x from where it's currently at? If you're excited for that, let me know in the comments right down below, because this bull market, it's going to happen. It's just a matter of time. Once we 10x, we're talking about a $100,000 Bitcoin price. 20x, we're talking about a $200,000 plus Bitcoin price, as Tim Draper predicted a $250,000 Bitcoin by 2023. Do you agree or disagree? Let me know in the comments right down below. All right, now for a quick recap of what I covered with you here in today's show. Billionaire venture capitalist Tim Draper says Bitcoin and crypto are immune to runaway spending as well as rampant money printing. I also shared with you his $250,000 Bitcoin price prediction by 2023, and he says if it doesn't happen, he'll eat a raw egg. Also in today's show, I shared with you one of the craziest charts in crypto, which shows that billions of dollars are set to pour into the king of all crypto. That's right, as Phil tweeted right here, he's talking about Tether. So much money just sitting on the sidelines, and he points out in 2020, Tether has expanded from 4.1 billion to 15 billion dollars. Also in today's show, I shared breaking news of Square announcing they purchased 50 million in Bitcoin. I gave you some updates from Jack as well as the Winklevoss twins, and I even shared with you from Bitcoin's favorite troll, Peter Schiff, his insights regarding this recent acquisition from Square. Now, where do you feel the Bitcoin price is likely to go from here? Drop me a comment right down below. Well, that's going to conclude today's show. As always, I appreciate you tuning in and journeying along with me inside this incredible crypto revolution. If you gain value out of today's show, be sure to smash that subscribe button. That's right, and turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, just like this. And in the meantime, sit back, relax, grab a crypto cocktail, and let's watch this Bitcoin go straight to the moon. And real quick, before I go, if interested in tapping into OPM, leveraging other people's money to grow your wealth and crypto portfolio, then smash that link right below the video in the description and register for this free system entitled OPM Wealth. You'll be glad you did, and I look forward to seeing you on tomorrow's episode. Peace.